Hi, and welcome to my continuation of my series of watching and reviewing a bunch of movies that I never seen before, and also watching and reviewing a bunch of movie franchise that I never seen before throughout 2025. Whether it be Hunger Games, Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter, Rocky, Rambo, so on and so forth. So throughout 2025, I'm going to see how many movies and movie franchise that I never seen before I can watch and review for y'all throughout 2025. So, every year on my channel, I try to do like a different marathon, okay? And for this year, in 2025, I decided I'll try to watch and review a bunch of movies and movie franchise that I've never seen before throughout 2025. So, a few minutes ago, I think I done watching um, Soldier, Kurt Russell movie, okay? You're right here in this collection I bought a couple months ago, okay? And I told you that one of my reviews that before 2025 will be over, I will review all the movies in this collector collection. Okay, they come with exclusive decision, tequila, sunrise, soldier, unlawful entry. So okay, so now when I was growing up. The only Kurt Russell movie that I think growing up in my childhood, or watching and growing up, was the the Walt Disney movies. Okay, The Bedford Executive, The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, The Strongest Man in the World. Okay, and then after that, the only other Kurt Russell movie I think was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, where he plays Star Lord Dad. Okay. Um, and took me, and then it was a while before I found out that he was a big actor. He been in other movies outside of Walt Disney movies. Okay, so let me know before I get started with the review of Soldier. What's your thoughts and opinion on Soldier, starring Kurt Russell? Are you a Kurt Russell fan? What's a movie that you never seen before that you're gonna watch and review? And what's a movie franchise that you never seen before that you're gonna watch and review? Okay. Um, so, Soldier, directed by Paul Anderson. Okay, I'll come back and look him up. It stars Kurt Russell, Jason Scott Lee, um, Gary Budley. Um, October 23rd, 1998. Running time 99 minutes. Budget 60 million, and it only made 14.6 million. So it was a flop. Okay. The film was released worldwide on October 23rd, 1998. Upon its release, Soldier received general negative review, although many praised the action sequence and Russell's performance. The film was a box office failure, grossing 14 million worldwide against a production budget of 60 million. Despite the financial failure, the film now become a cult film. Okay? It said that Soldier was written by Dave Webb people who co-wrote the script for the 1982 film Blade Runner and 1998, he said that he considered Soldier to be a spin-off side sequel to Blade Runner. I did not know that. Okay. Um, Now, a rated R, um, it's an action sci-fi movie. It's an hour 39 minutes. It got 6 out of 10 on IMDb. The, the critics on Rotten Tomato gave it 17%. The audience, but now they call it popcorn meter, gave it 44%. Okay. Um, okay. Um, I think this is the guy, the director, Paul Anderson, or Paul W. S. Anderson. I think he's the one that did the Resident Evil movie. So let me see if I'm right. Um, Resident Evil, Alien vs Predator, Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Ascension, Dead Ray, Chopping, Mortal Kombat, Resident Evil Afterlife, The Three Musketeers, Resident Evil Retribution, Resident Evil The Final Chapter, Monster Hunter, and The Lost Land. Okay? So, I would say he'll be one of those directors, in my opinion, that I'll probably not be a fan of. Cause I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil game. I love Resident Evil 4, 5. Those are some of my favorite video game of all time. I played those like a million times. Or let's just say a lot. Okay? And the movie was Power Garbage. Okay? I think some of the Resident Evil movies, and I might saw like one or two of them in theaters. Okay, if if you think if you played the Resident Evil game or grew up with the Resident Evil game, just stick with the game and don't watch the movie. Okay, the movie are terrible. Okay, now this movie, I was bored. Um, it was just terrible. I'll probably never watch the movie again. Okay, I couldn't tell what's going on. Okay. The movie's about Todd, played by Kurt Russell. That's his character named Todd, and he is trained to have emotionless. Okay. He's a soldier, and so throughout the movie, when he like when people are talking to him, he like don't even talk. He barely even talk in the movie. Uh, he move his head and stuff, but he don't like barely say anything in the movie. And okay, uh, he fights the guy at the beginning of the movie. I'm trying to see what the. I think he fight Jim. Okay, he fights the one guy in the movie. I'm trying to figure out what his name was. Uh, who? Okay. Uh, he fights Kane, who played by Jason Scott Lee. Okay, and they fight at the beginning of the movie when they were climbing up on chain. Okay, and then Kurt Russell character, Todd, takes Kane 607 and like damage his eyes and stuff, and but Todd fall down and they think he's dead, and they throw him in the dumpster. He goes to do like this, I don't know, planning or the area, whatever, run by people, and he becomes friends with them, and then the girl kind of like fall in love with them, and then the kids start liking him, okay, and they tell him about the little with the garden snake, the green snake, and Todd telling the little kid how to kill it, take the boot, and like no, he like he not talking, he like showing telling him by his action, hit the boot and hit that little green snake, okay, um, okay, and then um, and then okay, and then uh, and then halfway through the movie, the soldiers come back and they have the robot or the roller thing you see in a bunch of sci-fi movies, and they start shooting people up and they want to defend themselves, and and then Todd and then one guy I forgot, somebody said to Todd, well, we can't fight him, we got one person, I think it's a girl that kind of like a Todd, Kurt Russell character, and he and okay, and so then somehow Todd come like a super soldier, having rocket and a handheld machine gun like that, and start beating up all these soldiers. Okay, um, okay, and then at the end, the two people that fought at the beginning of the movie, Todd and Kane, they fight again. Okay, uh, and then uh, the colonel and he tell Shirk let go, and Shirk goes no, we're not leaving the people behind, we're gonna wait, and then Shirk get up and that's number to him, and Colonel shoots him. Okay, uh, I kind of like Shirk because the few times throughout the movie I'm like he looked familiar, and I'm like oh yeah, that's the guy from Silver Bullet. Okay, I think he is. Okay, so let me see here. Um, I probably seen him in some other movies. Okay, uh, yeah, he did some bullet. I seen that movie a few times when I was a little kid. So I need to watch that movie again. He did Predator 2. I seen that movie. He did Legal Weapon. I seen that movie. Love the Legal Weapon franchise. Okay, he did Black Sheep. So I seen some of his movies. Okay. Um, and then he beat the guy. Um, um, when Todd and Kane are fighting, and Kane, no, Todd takes the blade of the helicopter and slices his belly, and then he fall down, and then he like grabs his neck and like snaps it or something, and he dies. And then he gets in the vehicle machine, whatever you call it. You see in a bunch of sci-fi movies, and okay, um, and then uh, they push the button. The girl and the colonel, what the girl called Sandra, okay. Um, so yeah, okay, okay, and then the movie ends with him looking out the window and the machine, wherever, or the vehicle that's flying and trying to escape the explosion, and the little boy comes up, and then um, he picks him up, don't even say anything, don't say hi or hello. He just picked him up and out out the window, and then looking out the window, okay? And that's how the movie ends, okay? Um, so, yeah, forgettable movie, um, a bad sci-fi, sci-fi action movie. Okay. Now, um, let me see here. Um, so, um, if you want to know like some good other sci-fi movies, I would say maybe like Independence Day or the original Star Wars trilogy, trying to come to my mind, or the first two Terminator movies. But people call those like some of the great action movies ever. Uh, Especially the second one. Okay. Um, but yeah, so I would never watch, probably never watch it, never again. This is the first time I ever watched it. Boring. Uh, okay. Uh, don't like it that Kurt Russell character Todd. Okay. Walking around, not talking that much. Uh, he didn't have that much dialogue. Okay. The fight scene was cheesy. Okay. So this was just forgettable, and I'm gonna give it um, a F. Okay. So if I knew going into this that this was directed by the guy that did uh, the Resident Evil movie, then I probably knew that it was gonna be bad. So yeah, an F, forgettable, and that's it. Uh, Let me know. Just talk your opinion on Soldier. If you think it's an underrated movie, or you like it, or you hate it, and thank you. And turn that down.